When one speaks of still life painting, we think of this. A painting depicting anything which does not live, or cannot move, showcasing flowers, plants, skulls, vessels, fabrics and other decorative or daily objects. It is historically one of the key genres in Western painting, but is it still relevant today? Or is it a thing of the past, pure obsolete glory? In this article-based video, we will be presenting 8 contemporary masters reinvigorating the almost forgotten genre. Welcome to Contemporary Still Life Painting, 8 Still Life Painters You Need to Know. Number 1, Michaël Borremans. We start our lists of painters with a true painter's painter, Michaël Borremans. Born in 1963 in Gerardsbergen, the Belgian artist resides and works in Ghent. He is best known for his strongly conceptual and neo-surrealist paintings, rendered in a traditional manner reminiscent to the old masters, creating an anachronism within the painting when it comes to form and substance. Art history is always very present in Borremans' works. As a result, he has taken on still life painting numerous times throughout his career. But his still lives are insidious in many ways. With Borremans, painting is a beautiful lie. He depicts fake plants, porcelain ducks, stuffed animals, absurd machinery, dead plants and even, as with his latest series of works, colored cones. Here, the Belgian artist installs and constellates these cones in different settings in the tradition of still life painting. However, the cones transcend their metaphysical state from objects to subjects. Number 2, Fernando Botero. Fernando Botero, born in 1932 in Medellin, Colombia, is one of the most celebrated artists of his generation, and a true master of the still life. Botero is best known for his signature visual language, in which he seems to inflate his figures into chubby and round subjects. The self-taught painter, printmaker and sculptor implements this roundness of the subjects to objects with his still life painting. Bright colors and a certain fullness off the setting result in naturalistically painted yet contemporary pictures. Botero has had a major retrospective of still lifes at Custic Gallery Dubai in 2019. Number 3, Damien Hirst. Up next we have none other than the YBA poster boy Damien Hirst. Born in 1965 in Bristol, England, Hirst works and resides in London. Known as one of the most important contemporary artists in the world, Damien Hirst rose to fame with his provoking and boundary-pushing artworks, examining mortality and our inherently human structures and urges, such as religion and desire. His installations consist of dead cows, a life-sized shark, pigs, sheep or butterflies. But beside installations, the British artist is also occupied with drawing and painting. Since the new millennium, he has also been taking on still life painting. Doing so, Hirst is filling his canvases with fruit, flowers, skulls and even fetuses, continuing his postmodern examination of mortality in a contemporary era, using the historical tradition of still life painting and its iconography. Number 4, David Hockney. One of the undoubted most famous painters today, David Hockney is a contemporary painter born in 1937 in Bradford, and currently lives and works in Normandy. His body of figurative works encompasses 7 decades, and is marked by the influence of his direct environment. Think of the iconic pools in Los Angeles, or his friends and family, his dogs, the fields of Yorkshire, or the blossoms in the landscapes of Normandy. Doing so, he also depicted the everyday objects in his environment, taking on the still life in a manner characteristic for the British virtuoso. Especially during the 1990s, Hockney strongly commits to still life painting, examining the genre in its purest form. Number 5, Alex Katz. Born in 1927 in Brooklyn, and currently living and working in New York City, Alex Katz is a contemporary painter who is one of the most influential artists today. His characteristic distinctively figurative visual language, marked by large and clear planes of color inspired by abstract expressionism and pop art, have been dominating the art scene since the 1950s up to this day. Katz draws inspiration from contemporary life, depicting his friends, films, ads, or items from his direct environment. Doing so, the American painter takes on still life painting in a similar manner as with his portraits. He uses photographic strategies such as cropping or decoupage, aiming to achieve the perfect fragment to paint. With his still lifes, he alternates the flatness of large planes with energetic paintbrushes in the details. Number 6. Yayoi Kusama. Up next we have the Japanese superstar Yayoi Kusama. Born in 1929 in Matsumoto, Nagano, Japan, Kusama is one of the most influential contemporary artists in the world, and currently resides and works in Tokyo. Her trademark motifs such as polka dots, pumpkins and the notion of infinity, function as a continuum throughout her oeuvre, encompassing various media, including painting. When it comes to still life painting, besides the pumpkin paintings, one encounters the depiction of flowers, vases, ashtrays and much more. Yayoi Kusama takes on the still life in a way only she could do. Her visual language is the result of her mental illness, in which she is disoriented by hallucinations, spots, and the dazzling sensation of experiencing infinity. Doing so, she depicts everyday objects the way she sees them in an almost obsessive manner. The still life is a result of unconscious processes, which the Japanese artist aims to grasp and document onto her canvas. Number 7. Gerhard Richter. Arguably the most famous painter today, Gerhard Richter is born in 1932 in Dresden and currently resides and works in Cologne, Germany. Richter is best known for his pure abstract paintings on the one hand, and on the other for his meticulously rendered photo paintings. With his photo paintings, Richter encompasses numerous genres, including landscape painting, portrait painting, interiors, nudes, and of course, still life painting. Richter painted a vast amount of still lives throughout his career. Think of his immense production of paintings depicting candles, apples, flowers or other everyday objects. Number 8. Luc Tuymans. Luc Tuymans, born in 1958 in Mortsel, Belgium, currently residing and working in Antwerp, is one of the most influential artists today. His paintings are often muted in color, effectuated with nervous brushstrokes, and take on a specific narrative, creating an undercurrent within the image. Tuymans takes on any genre with his specific style. With his still lives, it is clear something else is going on, instead of the mere depiction of the selected objects. For instance, with Untitled, Still Life, from 2002, he created a monumental still life painting as a reaction to the trauma of 9/11. Tuymans flees to the idyll as a counter-reaction, yet the painting is filled by the historic trauma which seems to reside in the painting. What first seems to be a deceivingly simple still life, is in fact a monumental history painting filled with the trauma of an entire generation. Make sure to watch our video on the best contemporary landscape painters next, and feel free to consider subscribing to our channel for more contemporary art. See you soon.